Welcome back. Welcome back.
I want to know what the difference is. You know, everybody's always talking about these things about the and we want to know what the difference between a Dominican in the Bronx, a Dominican woman, that is, a Dominican woman as opposed to, in the Bronx as opposed to DR, being a female out there. What's the difference?
Now, this young woman is young enough and old enough to understand the blatant raw reality. Not truly understand it, but she gets it because we all can see truth. Get it? You can fucking pretend in whatever. Now, I watched like 5 minutes into this, and my regular man, because this is like a MGTOW video or some shit, you know, like the cock swing contest videos, and look, women, look how yous act, and look, men, they only want you for money, and they act, they're all fucking, you get it, you know? But me, I understand no matter what we say, there's multiple layers into what you're saying, and what you're really saying, looked at in a different context, will blow your fucking mind. This man asked her, what's the difference between a Dominican from DR and a Dominican that actually lives in Brooklyn or the United States, period? Basically saying, what's the difference between old school people and the modern world? What's the difference between broke people from back in the day? Not this, you're broke over here with your modern mind, polluted and lost, and don't even realize the only way for you to live is the old way because life changed. You didn't. Get it? Now, we're going to let this young woman explain the difference between that. But I want the smart people that can have one conversation spoken to them, but take it two different ways. Pay attention to how she's going to tell people when people lived in a more modern way, a more modest way, and had less things, everyone only can be themselves. And everything's easier and a little calmer. It's not perfect. Now, I'm not saying go all the way back, and I'm not saying don't be modern. I'm saying, just like I always say, I'm not good and I'm not evil. I'm in the middle.
So, NZR, that's our homeland. There's nothing for us to compete. Nothing for us to try to fit in.
It's broke. Period. There's not a lot of industry. Period. So, you know, and then when you're only around your people, then the only culture you have is yours. You get it? There's nothing else to pick. There's no picking. There's you got what you got.
Because that's where we come from. But as opposed to here in the Bronx, there is different culture you need to adapt to. Just like African Americans, white people. There's a variety of people that you need to adapt to. And it's like...
No, you don't. No one needs to come here and adapt to anything. It's called the land of the free. Meaning, it's the only place in the world that no matter what different culture you have, you can be that. No one can make you stop doing it. You get it? So, the coming here and changing thing and assimilating or whatever she's about to say, that's a choice that everyone seems to make. Let me not be my culture anymore. I'm going to be an American. You can live in America and not be an American. You can work for America and not be culturally American. You have to become a citizen. You gotta obey the laws. You gotta fight for your country and your rights. But you don't have to be like, I'm gonna adopt their the way they look, the way they dress, their attitude. See, when no one's here, the old ways are in your head.
Trying to fit in somewhere that you know that you're never going to fit in due to your culture, due to your race, it's very complex, I think.
Do you feel that there is a stigma where Dominicans come here and they tend to be more cocky, so to speak, as opposed to out there they're more humble, but they come to New York so they become Americanized, so they really don't, do you see the difference in the change? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I do believe that our humbleness does change a lot because of the simple fact that we're in a very modern country. Over there, everything is more simple. Over there, it is what it is.
There's no other options. There's no, I'm gonna fuck around and find out, because to fuck around, it's not there. You have to go across the water. Get it? So there is no fuck around and find out on certain levels. You know what I mean? Your lifestyle. And that's not pertaining towards the worldly or religious, or I guess what people, good and the bad, that's everywhere. No matter what culture, race you're in, you got the people that want to live, uptight, and people that want to live regular, and people that want to live loose. And they're all good people, And then you got the same people on the other side that are not so good. But it's all that goes everywhere. But why? Why is it when, no matter what culture, because, I've seen it all. I've seen everybody come here. I've been studying this shit my whole life. And it always baffled me on, why does everybody change their brain? How do you go from, because I lived here my whole life, get it? So, to even see that culture, that thought within my own brain only happened because I met people from other countries when they were children, like me. And I got to see them and see how they're different. And be like, whoa. You don't act, wait up. What do you mean you don't do this? You don't do that? You don't do this? You don't. And you start finding out all these little things that you're like, wait up. The culture I got it's not so, there's a lot of testing, there's a lot of fucking shaming, there's a lot of fucking materialism, there's a lot of fucking trickery going on, there's a lot of mirages,
But here, we're always trying to find like the better picture of things. How things look better, how you can be better. Over there, you're just yourself.
Isn't that a shame? Because, I've literally heard the majority of people say that. Like, it's the whole reality of, like, why people come here. Because they have a chance to do more. They have the chance to become more. Because where they're from, you can't do all these things. You know what I mean? You can't say, I'm going to be a janitor. And then I'm going to fucking study for 10 years and I'm going to become something else. Where they're at, you get a job and that's what you are forever. That's if you even get a job. Some people are still living the old way. Growing food and shit. Some people are so used to the vagabond life or the regular, the old way, you know, where they don't do none of that. They're just living. We would call them bums, but to me, I call them masters of the earth because you could drop that motherfucker off anywhere and he's gonna survive. You get it? Men like that, you drop off in different fucking places of the world. As long as it's a jungle, you drop him off in the city, he's finished.
So is it safe to say that, let's say, for example, you know, there's a lot of American men and black men, of course, they go out to DR and they feel like, I want to meet me a woman here and then bring her to the United States.
Yeah.
Why don't they just do that here? Why is it, I know the answer, but I want you to explain to me, why is this such hard when there's tons of Dominican women walking out here? Why is it a better option to meet them there and feel that they're going to bring them back to New York and change everything?
Can you repeat your question?
Oh, sorry. We're going to get this straight.
You know what I'm saying? And almost a better living situation.
Shout out, homie. You was definitely one of the dudes I be watching every now and again. You know what I mean? We find some good clips. And I was making fun of y'all, you know, red pill dudes, because y'all be making money. And it's good to see you cleaned up, you know what I mean? Got the beard shave, got the Rick Ross beard, got your hair all fly now. You know what I mean? It's good to see dudes representing on that side of the field still, but you know, you know, doing it a little bit better. You know, you ain't all about shining and flashing, but you know, if you're gonna do it, do it. That's all I'm saying. I'm proud to see you, you know, shaped up, looking right, instead of just in that hoodie. That shit used to get on my nerves.
But you realize sometimes that it's a more modern country. It's not all this cracked up.
Oh shit, you got the hoodie on right now. But at least it's a different one. Got the beard tight though, you know what I'm saying? Big gang. Got the crazy in there. Shit all shaped up. You know what I mean? We gotta represent, bro. We trying to tell the young old niggas, like, yo, bro, grow your shit, dog. That's your badge of honor. That's your proof of you been here. You know what I'm saying? I understand you don't like it or feel for, oh, I'm an old nigga. Yeah, you is. Now grow that beard out there. You know what I mean? Shit, keep it right. Most High said we can shave our beard. We just can't get down to the edges with the blades. You know what I mean? But that's why they got the clips. There's always a way around the Most High's rules. You know what I'm saying? There's always, and I used to think that was a stupid thing, right? I'm gonna school y'all up. Most High says don't take a blade to your head or your beard up the edges, you know, don't cut the baby hairs, don't go down to the gristle. And I used to think that was like, why you care? Like, why you really, you petty now, Most High? Like, why you being petty, bro? If I want to get fresh shape, you know, I want to get my shit all shaped up. It's a warning, you know? Like, remember when you was a kid and other people kept getting their shit shaped up all the time? Now where they at when they're 30, 40? Their shit is pushed back all the way and that shit won't grow back. Everybody don't have the same hair count, dog. Your shit ain't gonna grow like everybody else's, so you gotta be careful. You shave your shit too much, it should sound no horns. My daddy in the building. A lot of niggas regret getting all them haircuts. Trust me. I'd rather have my shit looking a mess with a full head of hair, nigga. Like, you know how many days I got made fun of? Oh, this dirty, nappy ass, headed ass. Yeah, and I'm seeing those same dudes, they shit pushed back. Now they forced to get a haircut. Now back to the show.
To be when you kind of had peace.
Like, you have the abilities to get things that you want.
Intend to go to DR.
Yeah.
And you know why.
Right.
Why can't they just come here to the Bronx and be a Dominican woman? Isn't it easier to just be here in New York?
It's not, because here in New York, you have the abilities to get things that you want. Over there, you see an American guy coming to visit, and you're like, oh my God, God is on earth.
Let me rewind that.
That you want. Over there, you see an American guy coming to visit, and you're like, oh my God, God is on earth.
Now, that's a big statement. You know? That's straight saying we're so poor where I'm from that if you come over there and you're an American, I consider you like a god. And then she replies, because he can buy you anything you want. And it's because when you use your US dollars, you know, in a poor country, your shit is like double or triple depending on where you are. So when you think you're gonna go bowling over here, like I'm going shopping spree and blow fucking 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 on myself, you go over there, that's like 10, 15, you get it? So that means you literally can buy her anything she wants from there. You can go in the store and just clear the rack, just want everything, get it? So that's why they know that. They know because men do this. They go down there, they bowl out of control, you're fucking doing whatever you want, you get it? And that's sad. Like, people don't understand when you hear things like that. Like, these men use it as an example of, look, women are, they're materialistic and da-da-da-da-da. No, see, this is the proof of how fucked up men actually are. You get it? That means women never have anything. The more desperate a woman is, you know, the less she has. When someone comes along and it looks like more, like she said, we're always looking for the better thing. She said that about the women that are here, though. But she's describing that exact thing about the women there. Because it's not a there or here thing. Women want better in life. And some have it really, really bad. And unfortunately, without proper knowledge and guidance, they'll do a lot of things.
Because of the fact that an American man, quote unquote, can give you anything, can fulfill your dreams as a Dominican woman.
Right.
But that's just like their way. Like, they use their race and their culture to get to Dominican women because they're seen as, I can and I am the word of the Americans. So that's why
That's why Americans is a big deal out there.
yes, and that's why Dominican women, when they hear about an American guy, they go all crazy. Like,
But when they're here, it doesn't apply.
it doesn't, because I'm already here. This is a country of opportunities. Like,
You're corny, you're ugly to her, and your dick ain't hit, nigga. Your money hit. You get it? She's explaining about being down there. They will come back with you because you're the man, and once you get them out of there, though, and you get them back over here, which you know that's what you want, you're who you were when you know who you are here. And if you're a fucking nobody here, when she comes back and finds out you're nobody, she could just do exactly what she did to you to someone else. And if they look better, and you know how niggas hate on you, most men hate on each other, so you get it. That's why most men be telling dudes, like, the find a good woman at that passport, bro. That's why I don't support it, and that's why I don't disown it. Because it's about actually looking for somebody, you know what I mean? But at the same time, there's women that will do the American thing, because it's not an American thing, it's a woman thing. I'm getting out of this fucking situation. And when you're the only thing I got, well, I'll deal with it. Get it? Now, unfortunately for most American men, we end up bringing them back. And then you get the reality of, well, now she's going to adopt their surroundings. Women adopt the world. You heard what she said. This, once we can see variety, what do I want to fit into? A man doesn't think like that. We're like, I'm a fucking black man. Nowhere where I go, I'm a black man. No matter where you get it, a white man's like, if I go to Europe, I'm a white man. If I go to China, I'm a fucking white man. They're not like I'm gonna fit in somehow. Because women know when they get under a man, it doesn't matter what they believe in no more. You believe in what I believe in. You're in my culture. Oh yeah, the laws of God say that too. The Muslim thing says that too. The Chinese, everyone's books all say that about being with someone of a different nation. If you bring someone into your culture, they gotta drop their fucking God, their culture, everything. And then they gotta come onto your shit. I wonder why women explain this out of their brain, but then fight against the book. It's so amazing to watch women say the laws of God, and then I tell them the laws of God, and they be like, get the fuck out of here. I'm not dropping my culture for you. You've already did that. Oh yeah, I forgot, you're married to the system.
Whoever doesn't get to where they want to here, either because of economics or whatever's going on in their lives, that's on them. Because honestly, you can't achieve anything.
Say that to all the thousands of backpack ass brothers and sisters of yours I see every day walking around. I bet when they sold them that dream and said, you can give you a card and there's plenty of jobs you need. They're walking around in the freezing cold. They used to be in tropical fucking lands. Now they're up here catching ammonia in the streets. Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna be anything they want to be. They can't even get a fucking dollar from their own. From their own. I watch it every day.
Do you feel that there is a obviously we know a lot of Dominicans, as you know personally. Why is it that more black men tend to be with Dominican women there, and here we don't see as many black men with Dominican women unless they're hella money, celebrity?
She already told you, because when they come here, they can find another man, a better version of you. And obviously, I'm not saying it's all of them, and I don't think she's saying that, because when it comes out of my mouth, I'm sure somebody Spanish is gonna be like, oh, this nigga dissing our women. She's saying this shit, not me. And I'm saying it about everybody, really, because I've watched it happen. You know what I mean? I've seen people go from where they are to come here, begin to stop dressing like, become more aggressive, become more loud, become more fucking disrespectful. We're not talking about, oh, I'm just American and I dress different. No, you change your very being. People that went from someone falls down and you fucking pick them up to now you fall down, everybody laughs at them, whips their phone out and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen this shit. I've seen a person actually change. I've watched it happen. We're like, yo, you used to be from, like, wherever, and you was like a farm kid, good boy, and now you're a fucking dope-dealing, fucking whoremonger, drunkard. You're not even a grown man yet. You're only 16. They changed you in 4 years. You didn't even make it out of high school before they ruined your life.
Possibly popular. It seems to be that they'll date more of their own before a black man, but out there in DR, you see black guys that's gung-ho and they're dating Dominican women like crazy.
Because again, they're from here. Like, so what if you're white? So what if you're black? You're from the U.S. To us, as Dominicans, including myself,
that's a strange thing that I would like to explore. And I gotta do a little more research, even though I do look things up like that already. But I'd like to make an observation. I don't want to say it's a guarantee. If you really, really think about Dominican and black people, you kind of look alike, so that you can blend in with each other. You both get afros. You get it? You can blend in with each other. You both get mistaken for each other. I can take one of you, put him in a black neighborhood. We'll think he's fucking Tyrone. You put me in fucking Dominican right now. They think I'm Dominican. I get mistaken for Dominican all the time. So, and then from my little research and history, I kind of think yous are kind of like, yous have us within you somewhere down your long line of history. So you already are, you have it in you. Sure. I don't want to get too touchy on that. Because then people start getting mad and I get blocked. See? My fucking power goes off. We got the haters in the building playing with the power.